Welcome back to episode 10 of Legendary or Bust with Caleb Hartford here on Dynasty Central Sports. We are wrapping up his freshman season. It feels like it just started a couple weeks ago. Well, it probably did, but we are wrapping up with 2 games today instead of our regular 3. We are going to get the offseason, which is very quick for Caleb as he just goes home, rests up, keeps going, and then he comes back for his sophomore season. We will have a couple of developments that changed in his life and for next season, and then we will start next episode with the start of his sophomore season. So, we're going to start today with a game against Wyoming and then a final game against Army. We are 2-8, and let's jump in and take a look at the Wyoming team. They're 5-5. They are better than us in rushing offense, total defense, turnover margin, which is not shocking because Caleb throws interceptions like he's giving away candy at Halloween. So, let's take a look at the Wyoming schedule. They are coming off 3 straight losses: San Jose State, Fresno, and B. Small is their quarterback, 16 touchdowns, 14 interceptions. And then we're 23 touchdowns for us, 24 interceptions. So we are so close to coming up to Timmy Chang's Hawaii school record for interceptions. We may break it this game, next game, or this season. So we're starting off in the first quarter, 5 minutes and 45 seconds with a 9-yard pass to Corey Douglas. We're going to miss Corey Douglas after this season, obviously, since we're not going to have a bowl game this season. We're going to be saying goodbye to a lot of the seniors on this team as we will not have them next season. We starting off this drive, Mike Crenshaw with a 16-yard reception. We are moving down the field. We are in Laramie, Wyoming, which is our final road game of the season. Laramie is, in fact, this game actually has quite a big, rivalry implications. Let me explain. Wyoming and Hawaii have a big rivalry. I think it's back to 1948, where they play for the Paniolo Trophy. It's like a cowboy trophy. I don't know. It's been a long time, but they do still play for it. It is a rivalry trophy. One of 2 rivalries that Hawaii has outside of Fresno with the Golden Screwdriver, which I've talked about before. And they do have a rivalry. Nice pass there and drop. We are up 7-0 against Wyoming in the first quarter, minute 20 left. And there's an interception. 25. That's great. 25. We only 3 away from breaking Timmy Chang's record. I think we tie it. I have to double check. Next game, I will make sure I have that information if we don't break it here. Hopefully we don't throw more 3. Hopefully we don't. Hopefully don't. I can't even think. I can't even talk right now. We have thrown 2 interceptions and we're still leading. This is just not exactly how we want to develop in this freshman season. And setting a record like this would be not great on the resume of having, we did set the record for most passing yards ever thrown in a game, school record. Beat that against Fresno, and then it would not be awesome to have our name on a second school record for most interceptions thrown on a season with 28. So Sean Smith with a nice catch, though. He is a senior as well. Little used Sean Smith, although every time he's played and we've thrown to him, nice touchdown to Corey Douglas, getting some senior touchdowns right there. And that is nice. He looked like he didn't even get it because he's almost stepped out, but that is a touchdown. We are up 14-0. Another pass to Corey Douglas. We're trying to feed the seniors here with Sean Smith, Corey Douglas, and Mike Crenshaw is also a senior. So we will be saying goodbye to the best, in my opinion, wide receiver on our team. Garrett Jackson is a junior. He is actually probably the best, total wide receiver on our team. But as you can see, we did get hurt. Yes, we are now out of the game. We are now up 21-0, though. We're in the second quarter, almost threw an interception there, so we should probably have just been pulled. I feel like if to save, that's a nice catch, though, by Mike Crenshaw, 42-yard pass. To save face on this season, and to save Caleb, your freshman quarterback, from setting a record like most interceptions on the season, you would think you would want to just, especially since we're not going to a bowl game, you might just want to not play him. But that's another touchdown to Corey Douglas for 9 yards. That is nice. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions for Caleb Hartford in his final road game of his freshman season. Corey Douglas with 2 touchdowns in his final road game in his senior season. I know I keep stressing it. I'm going to stop talking about it. Carl Jenkins, which is going to be next season's premier tight end. You'll probably hear his name a lot. Get used to it. Carl, I got to get used to saying it correctly. Looks like Caleb Hartford, though, trying to throw on some more wheels. We have been noticing nice slap in the face by Jeff Johnson, the junior running back. Oh, he got hurt on that play. Great. That's not what we want to see in our road game, even though this season's a wash. We are 2-8. If we win here, we're 3-8. Possibility of going 4-8, but it could be 3-10. Not a great season on our first. And Mo Wilkes is now hurt. He is a great wide receiver. He's a junior, so he'll be back next season. Corey Douglas with a 10-yard reception, and Jeff Johnson's out for the game with a mild concussion. Lucky bastard. It looks like we don't want to be in the game either with a 8-yard sack. Please don't throw any more interceptions. I just don't want to throw any more interceptions. I don't want to set this record. That would be... we got to watch that again. That was a massive hit. Here it is. Oh, lands on his head. Let's see that again. Oh.
Another one.
Oh.
Another one.
All right, we're back in the fourth quarter. Did not die from that hit, although it looked like we did. Sean Smith with a 19-yard reception. A 19-yard reception. That was a missed run, that 2-yard run that was in the... Anyway, sorry. Sean Smith with a big reception there, 31 yards. This senior getting some game action in this. It's nice to see that. He's been really dependable when he does play in this game. Missed pass by Caleb down the middle. And that's an... That's an interception. And, yeah, that's a smart decision. Nick Rolovich did pull Caleb at the end of that game, so he did not set the record for most interceptions thrown. He has 27 on the season. That is not what we want to see, but all right, 329 yards. We did get the win, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions thrown on that game, and we are 3-8. We did get a shutout. That was nice, 35-0. And let's take a look at the stats right now. 3,849 yards passing, 25 touchdowns, 27 interceptions. I will double check if the record for most interceptions thrown by Timmy Chang in a season, see if we break that. But we are going to jump to next week, week 14 against Army. Let's take a look at that game right now. Welcome back, guys. We have Army game coming up, but I did want to go and check some records for NCAA, and currently with 27 interceptions, Caleb Hartford is currently tied for 7th for most interceptions thrown in a season with 27. We have already shattered the school record for most interceptions thrown in a season, which was held by Timmy Chang with 22. Now we have 27, so woo! A school record-breaking season for this Caleb Hartford in his freshman season. Not the best time, but as you can see, we are going over the Army stats and what they did this season. Our Spencer has touchdowns, 10 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Let's go with All Blacks at home, our final game. This is senior game, as we will be saying goodbye to some of our most called names. Corey Douglas, Sean Smith, Mike Crenshaw, like I was talking about. And let's start this game off well with a nice pass to Garrett Jackson. We get a little bit of glitches in here. I'm not a huge fan of those, but I don't understand how they happen. Might be just because of my old computer where I recorded these on. Now I have a better one. Should be better soon. But just mind the glitches. We'll get past them. It might also be Xbox 360. We are moving down the field, though. We are making some good passes. We got sacked, though, for -9 yards. They're second and 19 in the first quarter. Pass to Mike Crenshaw, fighting off some tackles for a 16-yard reception. And Caleb Hartford... That was bad by Corey Douglas. You would think you'd want to catch all the passes you can get in your final game. Pass to junior running back Jeff Johnson. All right, nice pass to Garrett Jackson. So we are moving down the field, but we are down 7-3 already in the first quarter. Pass to Corey Douglas, and we are close to the end zone. We are threatening in the red zone. Nice touchdown to Garrett Jackson for 10 yards. So if we can, there's number 28. Now we have moved officially. I have it right here. We have now moved up to tied for 5th overall in all-time most interceptions thrown in a season with Ty Detmer with in 1990 Brigham Young University. He threw 28. That's a long pass to Garrett Jackson. Way to go, buddy. Yeah, clap it off. You got a good job. And hand off to Jeff Johnson for a touchdown. We are up 17-10 in the second quarter. Like I said, Ty Detmer had 28 interceptions thrown in 1990 for BYU. And Ed Rubbard in 1984 for Louisville threw 28 interceptions. So we are in storied company right there. We fought off a nice stiff arm, and we got a nice run there. That's what I like to see out of Wonder Bread. Maybe I won't have to give him that nickname anymore. Do we get in? We do get in. 3-yard touchdown run. We are up, if we get this extra point, 24-10. It is nice to see that we're getting better as the season moves along. Now, yeah, we didn't start off well. We did actually start off well. We took USC to overtime. I'm just reminiscing about the season now. We took USC to overtime. Start this drive off on the 1-yard line. Can we punch it in? Please punch it in. Nope, that's not in. Please punch it in. 4th and goal. Jeff Johnson's just going to... No, he didn't get in. Oh, man, they're on the 1. And we didn't get a safety either. What kind of defense is that? You are on the 1. Wow, he almost threw it there for 29 interceptions. But we didn't get there. We're at 28. Please, let's stay there, Caleb. Anyways, like I said, we took USC to overtime in our first ever game. We lost to Washington, who is actually going to be our first game of the season next season. I know that because I played this before, and that's usually the first team that pops up for the next season. Danny Lee, the freshman wide receiver, he is getting in. I see big things for Danny Lee in this offense next season for sure. Caleb Hartford runs out of the pocket. He does not fumble, but he is now injured. I'm dead. Look at that. Laying on the field. But I'm back in the third quarter, 4th and 1. Please run it in. Nope, pass to Corey Douglas for a touchdown. We are up with an extra point, 34-10. That is a great play. We are giving Corey Douglas, the senior, a touchdown in his final game ever. I don't think he's going to go to the NFL. So good luck in your outside of the school endeavors, Corey Douglas. Long pass to Corey Douglas for a big reception, 39 yards. I almost said touchdown. That would be dumb. But there was Mike Crenshaw got ripped up in that pass, and it's the end of the third quarter. We are up 34-10, and we are pumped. Started off the season poorly. We moved forward. We got a win against San Jose State. We did beat... who else did we beat? We lost to Colorado State in 3 overtimes. Utah State. We beat Utah State. We beat Wyoming. And if we can beat Army in this game, which it looks like we are, up 37-17 in the fourth quarter, it looks like we can finish the season 4-8, which is not great, but it's respectable, especially when we started so poorly. Corey Douglas with a 24-yard reception. Can he get another touchdown? He does. A two-touchdown game for Corey Douglas. We have 3 touchdowns for Caleb Hartford, and with an extra point, we would be up 44-17 in our final game. That's a way to finish strong right here. 7 seconds left in the game. Chris McLean is going to get the negative 2-yard rush, but that is the game right there, guys. We win 44-17. I am the player of the game. Caleb is the player of the game, but I control him. And that's me. I do throw many, many interceptions. If you watch the Minnesota Vikings franchise, I throw interceptions there too. It's just me, I guess. It's my thing. 3 touchdowns for Caleb, 1 interception, and that is the end of the season. We are going to jump to the offseason next, and it's going to be short, and then we're going to finish up the episode, jump to season 2 next episode. Let's go to the offseason and see the new players and say goodbye to the all seniors, see who wins the national championship, and if we get any All-Americans. Off-season here, and this season has ended. We have 4,236 yards passing. Let's look at the All-Americans. There's not going to be any All-NCAA Americans for Hawaii. Definitely not. I don't even think we're going to be on the freshman All-Americans. Yeah. No, not a chance. Let's take a look down the list. Yeah, not anyone. Yeah. Okay, so let's look at all Midwest, Mountain West Conference. Let's take a look. We got one, Willie Walton, our middle linebacker, senior. Good luck, sir, in your next endeavors. Let's see, second team. Not me. All right, cool. Thanks, guys. I thought maybe 28 touchdowns as a freshman would be cool, but whatever. Hey, look at there. Evan Holmes, Jr. Congrats, buddy. Right end. He made second team. And look at the depth chart now. We got the depth chart of right before the season is over. We're going to say goodbye to Mike Crenshaw, obviously a big-time wide receiver. Said his name a lot. Sean Smith. We will see you, Corey Douglas, in the future. Maybe you could go into player management. I don't know. So, we've jumped all the way to the new season. Over the offseason, we have taken a look at Caleb Hartford. These are the new people, seniors, any freshmen. We do have a freshman in Eddie Taylor, but he has a red shirt, so he is not new to the roster. I do not see anyone new as far as we do have Danny Lee's back, Ryan Cook's back, William Rawls, the freshman red shirt. He's going to be a big wide receiver target. He's 6'4", freshman tight end in the third string. The line looks not too bad. We got a left guard that's 80. Hopefully we don't get sacked as much. 86 center, 82 center, which is nice. 83 right guard. I like this. Hopefully we get some protection this season. 85 right tackle. I like this. Hopefully, I feel a little bit more optimistic. Coming in, I'm a 99 overall as a quarterback. We got Evan Holmes, who's got to be a preseason All-American. And I think we're going to come in with a new attitude. I have a season under my belt. I've thrown so many interceptions. I know what not to do. I know I can get a lot of touchdowns thrown. Hey, Trey Hicks, he's a wide receiver. 94 speed. I would love to have that on my offense. But he is playing cornerback. I've never seen that on a computer-generated depth chart. A wide receiver is my third string cornerback. And he's faster than all my wide receivers already. Let's take a look at the Heisman watch. Are we on it? Definitely. Why did I think I would be honest? Daryl Myers looks like a pseudo Marcus Mariota. Let's take a look at the preseason's All-American. Maybe I'm on there. Obviously not All-American NCAA. That I'm barking up the wrong tree there. Second team. No, I'm not on there, clearly. Can we do Mountain West? Hey, first team preseason. There we go. That's me. We got Dwight Wilson, Thomas Butler, my line. We got McClellan, Holmes. Let's take a look. Any more on the first team? All right, let's take a second team. Jeff Johnson. Any more? Any more on this team? Come on. Nope. Doesn't look like it. Oh, this was a big shocker though. Mikey Weisbecker. If you remember him from the first season in high school, he went to Texas Tech as a tight end, went to wide receiver. He wore number 9 at Texas Tech. He died in a car accident. I will be wearing number 9 next season in his honor. Such a heartbreaking loss to see such a young man lose his life so early. But this season's for Mike Weisbecker, number 9 on the chest, number 1 in my heart. Let's we're starting off number 22 Washington. They are clearly better than us. We will have this game next episode, but we're just giving you a little primer of what we're looking forward to in the next season. We got Oregon State, Colorado State, Wyoming, at San Diego State, UNLV, San Jose State, Utah State. A weird away game against South Carolina, SEC territory, Nevada, and finishing up on the road against Fresno. Take a look at Washington. We finished the season with 28 touchdowns, 28 interceptions. It's me, Ty Detmer, and Ed Rubbard as the 5th best interceptions thrown in a season. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe down below. We love your comments. We love the support. And we will see you next episode for Season 2, our sophomore season of Legendary or Bust with Caleb Hartford. See you next episode. Later, guys.